everyone. Welcome to the Breaking Barriers interview series on Boost Through's The Resilient Power TV show. I am your host, Honorable Dr. Saskia Christian, founder of Boost Through, a multi-platform life transformation coaching service. At Boost Through, you see, we're privileged to sit down with extraordinary minds, women executive leaders who are redefining with innovation, connection, and resilience what resilience and all those things look like in today's world. Now, from corporate boardrooms to university halls, from global CFOs to grassroots founders, our conversations spotlight those who are breaking barriers and building legacies. Now, today we're absolutely thrilled to welcome a woman whose voice is helping entrepreneurs across the globe grow their business online. We certainly need her. She is none other than Kristina Milosevich. She is a digital marketing coach guru, consultant, podcast creator, and co-founder of PromoZiS team, where creativity meets strategy. Now, through her KSM growing business online brand and podcast, she's empowering small business owners to master visibility, build connection, and create impact in the digital age. Now, Kristina, it is absolutely an honor to have you here with us on the Breaking Barriers interview series. Now, your journey from digital marketing consultant to international business coach and podcast host is truly inspiring. You've built a career helping others bring their dreams online and turn it into a global brand that empowers entrepreneurs everywhere. Now, tell us, what first drew you into the world of digital marketing, and how did that passion evolve into building your own thriving brand?
Hello, Saskia. Hello. I'm so happy to, and thank you so much for inviting me. And I'm super happy for having me today. And thank you for your amazing intro. What drives me to, yes, I just run team for the web and graphic design more than 15 years, and we've done like such amazing, like websites, landing pages, graphic design for corporate identity, and I work as a co-founder on that team in marketing area with clients, researching clients and other. And after that, I saw that clients just asked me, hey, am I going to have more clients having new website now or something like that? And I saw that, and just that people need a digital marketer, that people need someone who can drive them to the point. And because of that, I started my KSM growing business online brand as a digital marketing coach and later podcast creator. And this is what drives me. I really enjoy connecting with people online and travel all around the world in front of my computer, as I said many times on my previous podcast as a guest speaker.
That is absolutely amazing. Now, as someone deeply embedded in the digital business space, what shifts have you seen in how entrepreneurs are building trust and visibility online today?
You mean at the moment or in general?
In general.
In general. You know, when you start with some business, run business, or wanted to shift to the online space, you know that you need to be present online. You know, whatever we wanted to buy, we go and from mobile phone or computer, but more than 70 or 80% people use to check the pricing or whatever. So this is with our client, with entrepreneurs, with business owner, someone who wanted to know more about you and refer you what that person is going to do, yours, just to go and research it and see, are you present online, about your page, to see where do you live, what you do, testimonials, contact info, and see, if that person can trust you or not, because this is a way, but you can build it. There are some, people, but the best way is that you can introduce yourself as you really are, and people just resonate with that. So
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right, because your digital footprint really brings credibility. And that's something that I had to work at as a business owner as well, because I literally had zero footprint coming from corporate America. And so to just revamp that into a brand, like to be a public figure, was just an enormous amount of work. And I'm so glad that we have people like you, experts like you, helping us as small business owners to really do that and do that very well. So
it's my pleasure, really.
And so, if we can dive in a little bit into cultivating resilience. Now, you're a phenomenal business coach, consultant, and leader, but you're also a creator. Love that. Who knows what it takes to start from scratch and keep going. Now, in the fast moving world of online entrepreneurship, we know it's pretty dynamic. Resilience often determines who survives and who actually thrives. How do you personally define resilience in business?
In terms of resilience, I mean that people, first and foremost, people need and have to believe in themselves, just to have self-confidence, and that they can build it up in terms to believe what they do and to be persistent. If they are not believe what they do and think that someone else can does that for them, that this is no deal, because you really wanted to work on yourself and to believe in your business and build your business at the same time, yourself, to educate yourself, to follow diversity, to follow new trends, either that we can talk about AI, so the people need to be, this is a way that I think that the best way in terms of resilience is to educate and to build it up. So this is a way how you can compete on on the international global market or in local market, and that have quality of your. If we talk about business based company or products based company or service based, you really have to have your quality of your service and product, but also the best way is to build your personal brand. And this is the most important part. And people work with people. And behind the scene, behind is your business. People
Absolutely.
want to know who they are going to work with.
It's personable when coming to purchase decisions. You're absolutely right. And of course, the foundation, right, is really self-confidence, right? That is definitely key, and mindset transformation. Those are really key elements for resilience and thriving. So thank you for that. Now, what
My
personal,
pleasure.
yes, yes, what personal or professional challenges have tested your resilience most deeply? And how did those moments shape your approach to leadership and coaching?
You know, can you repeat the question, please? The
What,
first
per-
part of the.
what personal or professional challenges have tested
Mm.
your resilience most deeply? And how did have those moments
Um,
shape your approach to leadership and coaching?
you know, always you have different personality, you have different communication with people, especially when in terms of getting clients, like that. What is the most important part to get clients, to get income, to turn, for your business. So, and professional challenges are always, or let's say in time when we still wanted to build website and communicate with client,
Yes.
challenge is always that you can to understand what your client need, and to always is challenge to serve them in the best way and to solve their problems. In personal is that how you communicate with them, how to be polite, challenges are always when you speak to diversity of different people,
Yes.
and how to realize your project to the end of the day. But the point is to be so patient, to have understanding for clients, and to build that relationship in terms to. So it's so challenging, but also when you work online, I'm like in Serbia and Southeast Europe, and you have to get clients in America, US, or in Australia, and people differently resonate because of the standards of other things. And the challenge is also the language you speak to, because not just I think English language barriers, but the way how people resonate what you, and to understand what they need, how to do it. It's no easy. That was challenge, and sometimes time difference and many other things. And but now in how to use the best way of communicate channels of communication, and to respond to your clients, especially when you create digital product or.
Yep.
And in terms of leadership in my team, if you think that, or just to answer your question, as a leader, you really have to have almost like to be calm, to be, and just to be so in your quality way, just to have patience for your partners in foundation, and also to resonate with them as a human being,
Yes,
and to see
professionalism and respect.
how you can open up new skills for your employees, for your partners who work with you. Because my team is small team. There are 3 of us. It's not big. It's not too many people around, but also we need to understand each other and to have a lot of patience for them.
Absolutely and brilliantly said. Now, really, how do you actually teach your clients and community to stay consistent, right, and persistent when results take time? And we know that it takes time, particularly in online marketing, digital age.
In terms of getting new clients and the existing clients, I always teach and coach them to be patient and to believe in themselves, especially to follow up their, if we have some project or website to follow, and my team can, in terms of web and graphic design, but also in coaching part, I coach them and teach them to be present online, and not to be a shy, and I was also. But this is if you wanted to be successful, if you wanted to grow, if you wanted to move globally, you need to build online presence. And I also need them to be persistent, either that we have ups and downs, but the first and foremost, we need always to get to the basics and always move from there. Have some basics points to move and see what works, what doesn't work, and have patience to resolve the problem, and be persistent on consistent way to grow together.
Yes. And I always say, just get over those limitations, get over yourself, and just dive right in.
Yeah, there is no boundaries, because we are human being. We're so authentic, and every single person in the world can also is authenticity. You can just build up, and if you don't believe in yourself, and be persistent, and consistent. This is so important. What I mentioned in my co-author's book, Global Women in Business. Be persistent, be consistent, be successful, and it's really true. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes sometimes stressful, but after that we all went through it, and you also know how, because from your long time of career and what you've done before. Start as your entrepreneurs.
Yeah, definitely. That's golden advice. So one of the things I had to learn was that you have to forget the level of applause that you're getting and just keep pushing forward. Applause, you're not there really for that. You're there for, to sell your products and services. It'll be great to get them. It's a great endorsement. But at the same time, it should not distract you from just getting those results, the end goals, and shouldn't deter you from just continuing each day because the applause, is down, so to speak.
And what is curious? I want to say that having clients in Australia, let's say, or in America, I'm still with them. Either they don't need, people change or change jobs or
Mhm.
something like that, but I nurture my clients. And this is gonna be like a family, like as you nurture some plant. We
Mhm.
have to nurture our relationship to get referral and this is the way how we grow and exist in this area and this field. So
Mhm.
this is so important just as advice for listeners, just to be so you have to nurture your clients and be with them and always if you don't there are clients who getting me back after 2 years. Let's say we work together, they
Yeah.
just moved and after that they are getting back to me, especially with podcasts now. They're amazing people globally and have chance to hear amazing stories and experience.
Yes. Patience is everything. That's what I got from
Yes.
this. And
Mhm.
so, if we can just shift into emotional intelligence and leadership style. Now, digital strategy is one thing, but connecting with people, building relationships, and understanding emotions behind business decisions really take leadership to a whole another level. Now, as a coach and visionary who works with clients globally, right? How has emotional intelligence shaped your leadership and communication style? I know
You
that.
know, you as a leader, and you must be in some way as influence to give influence to people in some way, either that you work globally, and you have to have your emotional tone when you talk to people. Also, you know that you can tailor your communication to the different audience.
Hmm.
Also, you have to make decision under the pressure.
Hmm.
Just don't have a pressure with that. And also to have your conflict resolution, just to stay. If you don't have a conflict, try to overcome it. And the most important part in terms of emotional intelligence, I think, is communication with people, how to communicate with them. And don't be pushy, don't be salesy, don't be, as a leader, you really have to approach to those clients, to those people, to those your employees, either that you are a big company or small team, just to have a patience for them and to have a slow tone. Sometimes we have a higher tone, but just imagine that someone just wanted to like a beating you, or this is no way. So this is so important as a leader, because as a leader, people follow you, your employees follow you, and they always you need to just feel what they sometimes to ask them what are their problems, how they feel inside, because we are human being and we have a family issues, we have health issues, and we when we come to in the morning, or many people today work from home, it's a possible, and sometimes technology is technology, but we're human being, and this is, as a leader, is so important to have to cover all your human being skills in terms of emotions.
Absolutely right. So, if you really, and thank you for that, if you had to identify at least one emotional intelligence skill outside of the communication aspect that you just raised, right? One emotional intelligence skill every entrepreneur or digital marketing leader should develop. What would they be? What would it be, sorry? And how have they or it influenced your success?
I think that first and foremost is not just either that we put aside communication. Uh, the first and foremost, people resonate with you as a good person, like a
Right.
good personality, and you have patience for them, to talk with them, to understand their problems, and to be so polite. in terms as emotional, to have emotion for them, to hear their voice, to, that either that we're human being in everywhere in the world. And now when we talk from to different sides of this planet, we are like, as a human being, we resonate. So we have to be to have understanding for each other, and how we can say that to be so, I know, just this is something which is so more than emotional, to understand human as a human, and to try to help that person, or we learn from each other. This is to have emotion as a human being, how all just to understand, just to help each other, support, like each other. There are many other things and feelings and everything. Feel
Yes.
sad, feel happy, feel, that's.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really must have respect and compassion for the party that you're communicating with, um, uh, where they're at, right? Their position.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
having empathy, right?
Yes, to have empathy, of course.
Empathy is absolutely key. Understanding your emotions and understanding the emotions of the other person without literally walking in their shoes is absolutely important to reach anyone, and especially your
Yeah,
clients who are putting their
yeah.
trust in
As
you.
I said, our clients is like
Yeah.
our family, family members in some
Yes.
way.
Yes. They're being evangelists for your brand, right? So, of course, all everything to be done with, the utmost professionalism, right? And that really wins people over a whole lot. And
Yeah.
so, if we can dive into navigating difficult conversations, and I'm sure you've had lots of that in your
Oh,
lengthy
yes,
career.
of course.
So in marketing, yeah.
Especially
So
as
in
a
marketing,
host with KSM
of
Growing
course,
Business Online Kristina podcast. I hosted many people, and as I said, I don't know
yeah,
how many hours I was speaking with them. So
yeah.
but also
And
as a
you're amazing.
speaker.
From the time I met you, yeah, from the time I met you, I think through the Brains magazine guest Facebook group, you were so engaging, so warm, and just a very tolerant person.
And for many, one Holistic Bliss magazine in Australia, I wrote many articles, or some, magazines, blogs. There are, so I was we organized summit once last year. It was stressed to strategic. There are uh, 25 speakers from 11 countries. I was one of co-organizer, co-creator of that, and it was lovely. It was online, but there are ladies from all around the world, from Australia to UK to America, Canada. I don't know, from
Wonderful.
New Zealand,
We're
global,
everywhere.
Japan, everywhere.
So in marketing and business consulting, I know tough conversations, as we know, come with the territory, right? So whether it's setting
Yeah.
boundaries with clients or discussing pricing for your products and services or addressing creative differences, right? During your experience, what types of difficult conversations show up most often in your line of work? And how do you handle them while staying professional and compassionate?
You mean digital conversation in terms when I talk to clients, or?
Yes. When you're engaging with them in terms of, supporting them
Oh, yeah.
with their
Okay.
service, right?
When, I when I engage, I connect with, I'm like I must say, it was one article like a how I can say, connection queen. And this is one I was a guest on that podcast, and that lady wrote in description mode. And I'm such a such a big networker. I like networking, and
Wow.
this is a way how I meet with people and connect with them, and also referral marketing, and also word of mouth. Either that we are on an online space, but people or my existing clients they just refer me or something like that. And when I start, the first and foremost to have, but after that, to get leads, like before you have your clients, you have to do, for myself, for my experience, is to do follow up. And whenever, either that you can like be on to B2B meetings, you know, and just exchange business card. This is no way just to do that. You can do it, but you need to know about that person to build relationship, the
Effective.
first and
Correct.
foremost to start.
Yes.
That people believe you. So after that networking, you can not just pitching and say, okay, you need to connect and do some discovery session call, do follow up and say, hi, I was there, happy to connect. And also I wanted to know who you are, to get to know each other. And this is the way how I connect with people. And after that, we see if maybe you can have one person, two persons, but that person can come to you after 6 months. This is the way how you build your list of your potential clients. And when I work with them also, I message them or email them or jump on. In previous time it was Skype, or now it's Zoom,
Yes.
or any kind of WhatsApp, whatever, and just follow what they need. Or sometimes, and people always ask me, Kristina, when do you sleep? Because when you follow many different time zones, it's not easy, to be honest,
Of
but
course.
it's achievable. And yeah, I really need to follow them to see how they we start with project and send them like like a pre-project, like a draft, and then come to them and email each other and go on WhatsApp and this is a different channel of communication. But the point is to follow them and to be in connection and contact every day,
Yes,
if that
absolutely.
needs, of course.
Of course. Very well said. Now, what advice, as a follow-up to that, what advice would you give really to other entrepreneurs who struggle to have those hard conversations, especially when they fear losing clients or relationships?
I think that if they don't, the person is so good, as I said, communication, to have to get to know how to negotiate, how to communicate with them. If they don't know that, they can connect with some mentors, coaches, because and I have a coach, and my
Yes.
coaches like to help me, and if I didn't have them, I couldn't be here today, like just to grow. I'm coach, but someone coaching me, and also it for you is the same, or other people. So if you don't know how to do it, maybe, but first and foremost, be calm, have empathy for your clients, go there and start to see what are pain points, what are, if you don't know how to resonate with that on that problem, you can just engage some of your, if your marketing manager, team, depends, are you of size of your company, and who and the roles of your employees there. If you're only one owner, business owner, just like, so you can also engage and ask for help or support, or just that you have some mentors or some of your colleagues, or
Yes.
competition to the end of the day, because
Yes.
I'm such a big fan to attract competitors to work together. And this is a way just to be, just try to resolve problem, try to break through that barrier if you don't know how to communicate and engage something which can boost your communication skill.
Absolutely right. And seeking fresh perspective is absolutely key. So you're 100% correct on that. Now, my favorite topic, really, authentic leadership and personal branding, right? I know that's very important in your world. Now, your motto, be persistent, be consistent, be successful, says so much really about your values, Kristina. You built your business around authenticity and genuine connection. And that's really how I met you. And something many entrepreneurs
Thank you.
struggle with to sustain in today's algorithm driven world, right? What does authentic leadership mean to you? And how do you embody it in your daily work?
Mm, Authentic leader is first and foremost person.
Mhm.
We come from there. As a authentic leader must be good person, have understandings for other people, have empathy, be so. But I always say, if you have a lot of degrees, doctor science, whatever, if you are, I can say, not good person, people
Yeah,
don't want to work with you. So as a leader, you must work inside of you as a personality. People work with people,
work on yourself. Yeah,
and you as a and people resonate either that they're in online space or in person, like that is people resonate with that. And like with the teachers, like with many, there are just students who just have a fear of some university professors or high school because they're, I don't say bad person, but in some way, yes. And people, and those students just cannot get high grade, you know, and maybe because of that, and something they have fear or something like this. So the point is to be good leader, excellent leader, you must work on yourself, either that you're as a what nature gave to you, but also you need to build on your emotional part, and also you have an expert as well. But the point is to have all these things as one person have to be, and to be so respectable, and to have respect for your employees, for your clients, that people, when your employees come, they don't say, oh, this is my manager, don't have fear. They
mhm.
people need to admire you when you appear in the morning in your office.
Yes, yes. All part of building trust factor. Now, how do
Yes,
you
and
actually?
people need to like you and trust you. And
Yeah,
because of that, as some managers are like, no, they're not good in that way. They're so, how I can say it, and people just wanted to cut off the business because you work with person. If someone just have fear of you and is stuck in some way, there's no way. You, as a leader, we need to overcome that. That
yeah,
that we are different as well. But most of the time, people just wanted to cancel job because of leader or manager. But we are all leaders, as women, we are leader as a mom, and start with kids, and then this is
yes.
something. This
Excellent.
is very important. I mean,
Yes, people tend to gravitate towards authenticity, you know. Do you have
yeah.
authentic personality?
Yeah.
Well, with others, and how well are you received, right? It determines that. Now, how do you actually coach others, especially new entrepreneurs or business women, to show up as their authentic selves online, even when, as you know, imposter syndrome or self-doubt kicks in?
In terms, if I can just say that, first and foremost, to build presence online, you could get to many things, like to have a website, to have landing page, to go on your to create your blog, to have your video, like on just to have your channel on YouTube or other platforms. But the point is, for me, when was virus, I'm 15 years. As I said, I wasn't shy in front of camera.
Yes,
If you are shy in front of camera, just do the challenge as I done. Try with some challenges. Go live or do recording or whatever. Try something, do something. Either that English is my second language, especially if you work on your native language, that's perfect.
yeah.
And if you just in a fear, and you have, or maybe you have anxiety to pop up,
Mhm.
just go. You have some mentor and coach who can coach you how to pop up, how to be in front of camera, how to or but I just encourage people, there are, let's say on my podcast, which is, done, if I can say that, top 20 in category of online business by FeedSpot, third year randomly 2023 and 2024 and 2025. And when I saw that it is such a good content with excellent speakers, every week I deliver one by one an audio which is present more on 20 platforms and on YouTube as well as video and audio. And there are maybe few ladies who, because I also I coach and ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, and I've done breakthrough with them because they were for the first time on podcast, and it was for them like like a newborn kid. How can I say that? Yeah, and one lady, she speaks 3 languages, but the third one was English, the newest one, and she break barriers. She has broken up with that, and she was a guest speaker as well on my podcast. So I teach people just to encourage them, and or what I say, okay, we can do recording. If you don't like, we cannot. I don't want to deliver it. But the point is to start recording and to record that they can see themselves how they look like. If we are talking about video marketing, but in terms of websites, this is behind the scenes. So, but for them is in terms of imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. But we are not. Don't think about to be perfect. No one is perfect.
And I definitely can speak from experience because I know the best way to test your level of authenticity, how comfortable you are with yourself, is when you actually go online and have a laugh. I can't tell
and
you
be
how
organic. This is the best way. Be organic.
Yes, of course. You go online, and so I found myself even, I was even getting my car maintained, and I was, okay, let's go and do a live. I actually progressed to that stage. And it was awesome. But you have to.
And when I saw you once, how I met you, I saw this lady. She's amazing. She really does an amazing job. And I was like, okay, I really like your show, and that's good.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, we have so many professionals out there. I have to call out when I was part of the LET, Leadership Experience speaking tour, Sean Fair, the host of that platform. And the first thing one of the doctors, she said, we're going live right now. I said, what? Yes, we're going live right now. So take out your phone, and this is how we're doing it. And I'm so glad, I'm so grateful to her for doing that. That allowed me to step out of the comfort zone, right? And
really just what people saying, just get out of your box.
Get out of your own way and challenge
myself. And be authentic and don't copy, no one can copy you because this is something, this is what you have in your inside of you and how you reflect that in your face. Correct. And people just resonate with that.
Yes, your uniqueness
as you do your and sometimes I noticed that you look like that you were working. Your voice sounds like that you're a radio speaker.
Oh, me?
This is authentic you. This is authentic you, to be honest.
Yes. I did a little bit of radio show hosting. So you're not too far from that.
Yeah, I didn't know, but this is something what I really felt.
Okay, thank you for saying that. I'll follow up on that.
I really appreciate it. I'm happy.
Yeah, so in terms of, let's talk about barriers, and this is such a wonderful conversation. I'm learning so much, and I know our viewers here at the Breaking Barriers are learning so much about online marketing and really how to show up and deal with your clients. Thank you for the rich insights you're sharing here today. Now, on barriers, and let's talk about barriers, networks, and legacy, right? One of my favorites. And so You collaborate
Just
with,
in terms of barriers, can you just be narrowing something just to
so some just I was just following up.
what type of barriers, or just like in general, just to be much more
Um,
focused to answer on your
yeah,
question?
I'm just following up on that actually. So you've collaborated
Thank
with
you.
entrepreneurs
We are
across,
authentic, as you can see.
yes, you've collaborated with entrepreneurs across continents from Europe to North America and to Australia. That's absolutely beautiful. And
New Zealand and Japan,
wow, wow, your reach is so
Asia.
wide. Excellent. And even in our interconnected world, barriers still exist, right? As you know, and especially for women building credibility in the digital business space. Now, what challenges do you see most often holding people back from scaling their online presence or their confidence? If you had
Uh,
to name like one or two.
they like I think that they're sometimes people, it could be some kind of, no, say language barriers. In terms of
No.
English, there are people, let's say, in some speaking areas, but also in a way of business language, what they speak to, and also they have some fear, like
Mhm.
maybe that they're not so successful, how they are going to move forward, and this is something, I don't want to say imposter syndrome, but low self-confidence, I mean,
Yes, yes,
and they
yes.
have to be so secure with themselves in terms to they not secure, this is, maybe I can use that word, to be to have confidence, to believe in themselves, I mean, self self confident, and also in terms of ladies, they have such a barrier in terms that they are mompreneurs, how they can do that. Either
Yeah.
they don't want in terms to go online, to be in digital world, also techniques to learn technology, how can I, you can do, you can have your cell phone, but uh, something that people need to be, how to be visible, either that we have AI is such an amazing tool, but we need to use our brain, I always say that, because if
Of
we
course.
don't put something, and things that, or might maybe investment, if they depends on the business.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's in, but I think that almost barrier are in our brain. So here in front of our, yeah,
Self-imposed limitations, mindset
yes, mindset,
limitations,
yes.
right, holding us back.
And I think how we can overcome it, we can connect with amazing people, with
Yes.
coach, with consultant, with people who were in the same shoes to
Mhm.
help. Not just that we are coaches, like to talk today and can also say, okay, if you have some problem, come to us, we can help you. But also there are always people who can resonate, and also just to maybe tradition, maybe other things of depends where is what country is about, and culture, and but I think that mostly people, just that self-confidence is so important to move
Yes,
forward,
yes, yes. Very,
and
very.
to find such a good referral, to find such a good partnership to move to the next level, to scale their business. Who do you work with? This is a, or competition, or this the there, yeah. I think that I answered your question in some way.
Yes, you have. You definitely have. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Thank you for
What's,
asking. My
what's,
pleasure.
yes. And then if we can, as we wind down here, what strategies or communities have made the biggest difference for you as a professional in overcoming those type of barriers?
I think that in terms of, I like networking. I like to connect with people, to build relationship, to build my community, and then build trust. The point
Right.
is to approach. Sometimes you can go and connect with competitors. What was once like I know one lady. She's from Georgia, and she also in that time, it was maybe a few years ago, she ran a web and graphic design company,
Okay.
agency. And when I saw that that lady, one of clients wants, and I say, okay, I have one for you, she can help you. So this is something that you can delegate people. You can, in terms to build your community, and but the point is just to coach people, encourage them in any kind of obstacles that they can overcome and move forward. I mean, and to have courage, just to encourage them to do and work with them in the best way that you can give to them.
Hmm. And it's totally amazing. Thank you for that. You've built powerful networks through collaboration, right? Networking and co-authoring the Global Women in Business book, right? Which is an
Yeah.
amazing resource.
Yes, and yeah, it was 2019 through the social media. I'm one of the co-author of the book Global Women in Business.
Mhm.
That's good. And in terms of referral marketing, I wanted to say that my master podcast was with Dr. Alan Meisner. I hosted him 3 times,
Mhm.
and I really always ask him question as a master just how to build relationship
Yes,
in
yes,
BNI. Like it's not just like a, but this is something what I really enjoy, and just to learn a lot from people
yes.
who are in business 40 years. You
Of
know.
course, we learn from our veterans. We take lots of
Mhm,
notes.
mhm.
And so,
Yes, of course.
yes, and as you look towards the future, right? And what kind of legacy, and your future is definitely bright. What kind of legacy do you leave through your work, um,
Mm,
and coaching,
uh,
creative collaborations you've so brilliantly done?
yeah, networking. That book is like legacy. All my work, all
Yeah,
my articles, everything what I do as and my speaking engagement, and also my podcast, which I'm going to put in the book one day, and my co-author's book, and I have the other one. So, and my book, which I'm going to write about podcast and why it's important to be, and how podcast can impact you and influence you as a video marketing is audio. And I think that what I wanted to put a legacy to just to do my life, to go global, to visit other people, to go to speak on the stage, maybe in US or in Australia,
of
to
course.
meet those people in person and work on some common project, because there are many people who come to me and say they wanted to work on with me, and it's not the first time. They feel that energy, and that will come as a legacy many projects. But the books are so important, because when some of new generation come and new,
Correct.
in the future, they can read about.
Yes.
And also in that legacy, I will put my book Global Women in Business. I'm translated in Serbian, so this is
Oh, wow.
something which I'm
Yes.
super happy with
I'm
that.
sure the world would
People
surely.
will have a digital copy and hard copy, so
Yes, yes, the
that's
world
so
will
good.
definitely welcome that resource in different languages. So thank you
Yes.
for anticipating the need. And
Yeah.
so,
But I think that always, if you have something, that if you have something to say, just put in the book. And
of
this is your best legacy that people can read
yes,
about it.
yes,
But all my journey is legacy, will be legacy, like in terms that maybe one day I will create my magazine, I will see, but something I will put out there, and
yes.
just to,
Anything.
because as a recognizable as a global digital marketing coach, because as my podcast is also global, and that's,
Yeah,
I think that I will, as you are, like to connect with you, to work together on different projects.
of
This is
course.
legacy as well. That
Yes,
people talk about you. One day we can only one life. We don't have um copy of the life, if I can say.
that's
So
over.
that's something which you can
Yes,
give to the world,
of
and
course.
create the better place for living in this world.
Absolutely right. And as we talk about, since we're talking about, creating a better place, right? And creating a better world. right? We here at Boost Through, our main mission is to encourage aspiring, aspiring women executive leaders. And you're an amazing leader in the digital marketing space. So I want to give you the opportunity to just mention one or two nuggets that are, those listening, those aspiring women executive leaders listening today can really hold on to and implement, right, to have major success in their career of online digital marketing.
Yeah, they can start like maybe they can start as a leader to run their podcast, for example, or just to be more present in online space or run their magazine or run their blog or whatever they wanted to expose themselves to, that people can hear their voice, just to find a way. And also this is a way that people just read and create their channel, whatever they wanted, just to boost their expertise. How can I say that? And to believe in themselves, just don't be in the part of imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. I'm just be good, be who you are, never give up. And if you wanted to do transition, for example, if you're in corporate sector, in like in corporate America or any kind of, just if we wanted to try something, never give up, try, because if you don't try, if you don't take action, you don't know how it's, because it's a very big difference between theory and creation.
Practical, yep.
Practical side. When you're on practical side, and sometimes I heard many times, yeah, we'll start, but I know how it's going to be. You will see when you start. If don't never give up. I always put that to the end of my podcast. So for the ladies leaders, they are moms, they are new leaders, they are graduate students, whoever, who and wherever you are in the world, believe in yourself and try to try something new. And if you want it to work for you, just and to be entrepreneur, it's not easy peasy, to be honest. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of obligation. But when you put a lot of energy there and you finish your project and work in that way, you will see that you're so happy because, and people resonate with that. I mean, so never give up and try with
Yeah.
something to boost your online presence, to the website, to the landing page, to the blog, to the newsletter, to the magazine. Write articles, connect with some, connect with Saskia or with me, and we can also. It's not promotional part, but we can also help you. If you have any question, put it in the comment below, and us we can help you, or refer you some person who can help you as well. Just
Yes. Incremental baby steps. That's quite okay.
yes.
As we
Okay.
close here, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful exchange with you. Thank you so much for being here and offering those words of wisdom in the online marketing space. Now, Kristina, your passion for helping entrepreneurs grow, connect, and believe in their potential is really contagious. You've reminded us that persistence and authenticity are not just business traits, they're life philosophies. Now, before we wrap up, could you share a bit about the resources or programs you offer through KSM Growing Business Online?
Business. Yeah,
Our
thank you.
viewers
Thank
can
you so much for this opportunity. I'm super happy that I can impact only one person to help to grow. Either that my podcast also that I help people to scale the business, to spread the word about, and if they wanted to spread the word about and to go to the international market. So in terms of podcasting, in my podcast you have also opportunity to promote your business, like because my podcast is free of charge, but also if you wanted to be a sponsor as well. I started also solo episodes, like but also what I do in the coaching part is to coach you how to build your online presence using tools and techniques as one-on-one coaching or one-to-group. Also, if you wanted to start your business podcasting journey, I coach people how to start their own podcast for your company as a host, or if you wanted to engage other or myself to host your podcast and coach you like you know, if you have some, I'm speaker as well, and you know, I'm always in charge to speak on some if you have some conference or any kind of online event, I'm always open to speak. But in terms to help you how to build your presence online through the website, social media pages, SEO, search engine optimization, and consult you in some way, just, and my offer is always customizable because I work with people, as you say, and I will see your energy, how we can start working together. And this is going to be such a great journey because every single person is different. And from my also teaching career for more than 20 years, also, by the way, you know, not just on this one, I saw that people, you need to be patient, and I think that I'm always open to just to give you advice if you wanted just to come, and I can go to the discovery session call and we can see if we can work together or not.
Very well said. Thank you so much for that. Thank you again for joining us on Breaking Barriers interview series, where we continue to highlight global leaders who turn purpose into progress. Thank you so much, Kristina, for being a phenomenal guest today. You were amazing.
Thank you so much, Saskia. And you will put all information about my pages and everything where people can connect.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you again. It has been absolutely a pleasure. I really enjoy our interview today and show, and I'm really pleased. And this is like such a great gift for me to be on your show. And I think that with this conversation, we can help to create just to help people globally to boost, to grow, to get with their business and everything.
Yes.
So thank you again, and blessings to all of you.
Yes, absolutely. And one last thing for our audience. Remember, the world needs your voice, your vision, and your value. Yes, you have lots of value. Keep building, keep connecting. And as Kristina would say, be persistent, be consistent, and be successful. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining.
The same to you, Saskia. Have an amazing day, and bye for now.